Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Macomb High School. It's IHSA Class 2A regional basketball time for the girls. Starting lineups tonight for the Bombers, who are the visitors on the scoreboard. Kylie Robinson will be one of the starters. Eva Winger. Let you hear Jake Croxton give these.
And at guard for Canton, a 5'10 junior, number 11, Ella Debler. And a point guard for the Bombers, a 5'3 senior, number 12, Haley Emmerich. And at a point guard for the Giants, a 5'5 senior, number 13, Jenna Goforth. In the middle for Macomb, a 5'10 senior, number 23, Kennedy Ellensworth. And forward for Canton, a 6-foot junior, number 23, Allison Wheeler. Jackson Kane and team operates assisted by Abby Schiffer and John Connell. Meredith Durham is the Little Giants head coach, assisted by Melanie Turgeon and Jane Murphy. Tonight's officials are Jay McDaniel, Bob Backham, and J.D. Field.
So there's the starting lineups for tonight's contest. The semifinal, the IHSA Class 2A Regionals here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. As always, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling presents Bombers Sports on TSSR. I want to thank Tegan Perry, who's alongside, helping me with the computer and the scoreboard tonight, and Dylan, who is up top running the camera. Here we go, jumping things off. And it will be Canton with the basketball first after the jump. Macomb will get the jump next time by. So starters, as you may have heard, Ava Winger, as it's going to go off of Jenna Goforth, out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball on the baseline. A little full court press coming here from the Little Giants. Ava Winger, Brooklyn Dennis, Ella Dimler, Jenna Goforth, and Allison Wheeler. The starters tonight for the Little Giants, for the Bombers, who had trouble getting that ball inbound. 7:44 to go here in quarter number one. Creasy gets it into Robinson. Kylie's going to dribble it right to the corner, get trapped. She's going to get back to Creasy. Creasy's got double team facing her as well. Now Robinson does. Now to Emmerich. Emmerich across half court, finally down the corner. Stortsom three, right corner. Off, no good. Allensworth with the rebound and the put back, and the Bombers have the first lead of the game at 2-0. And the starters for the Bombers, number 1, Kylie Robinson, their team leader, junior, leading scorer. Kate Stortsom, number 5, number 10, Drew Creasy, number 12, Haley Emmerich. Baseline jumper by Wheeler is good, and we're tied at 2-2. And the final starter is Kennedy Allensworth, new to the starting lineup for the Bombers. Emmerich's going to go all the way around to the corner. Stortsom three, in and out, no good. A rebound goes to number 11, Ella Dimler, and hurrying it back the other way, but Robinson with the steal. She'll push it back. She does not have numbers, though, as she'll slow things down, go left. Looks up with a little pump fake, and then decided against it. And for the first real time here, the Bombers set up the half-court offense with 6:35 to go in quarter number one. Creasy is going to Creasy is going to pick up the foul, her first. Team's first. So 6:33 to go. The Bombers draw first blood, if that's what you want to call it, on the foul by Creasy. Now the inbound was stolen back away by Brooklyn Dennis, who it was intended for, but she had to go over the top of Robinson, kind of playing defense to steal that away. Three on the way, far side, good for Jenna Goforth. And it's a 5-2 lead. Donna Stortsom, thanks for watching us from PA again. I appreciate you chiming in. Haven't seen you in the live chat for a while. .553 to go here in the first quarter. That's Dennis with it, trying to find somewhere on a backdoor cut, looking for Dimler. It was stolen away by Creasy, and it's going to be outletted to Robinson. Down in a hurry she goes, left hand up and good, counted, and a foul for Kylie Robinson, her first 2 points of the game, and a chance to tie it at the free throw line with the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul's going to be on number 13, Jenna Goforth, her first, team's first. So Kylie Robinson with 2 points, trying to make it 3 in a tied ball game, and she does. So it's 5-5 with 5:35 to go here in the first quarter. Trying to answer with a 3 the traditional way for Ava Winger. That's a couple of threes for Canton. Now Robinson, a pull-up jumper from about 14 feet off, no good. Rebound to Dimmler, and back the other way it comes in a hurry. Let's go forth with it. She's going to give it off to Dennis, who drives on Robinson. Little slide stop, shot up, off, no good. Rebound to Stortson, back the other way. 5:03 remaining here in. Kate Stortson with a Sports Corner 3, and we're tied at 8. Bombers matching them point for point right now as the Little Giants. Yes, it is. Coach Kane, you might have heard him right in front of us. He's in a different location. You might have heard him yell charge, and he gets the call. Goforth picks up her second foul. That one was a charge, offensive player control foul. Bombers have the basketball, and now Canton will fall out of the full court press. And looks like they're going to pick up man-to-man in the half-court set now. They will pick up man-man. 4:35 to go. Robinson pull up, blocks down there. Big block by Allison Wheeler. Off of the Bombers, out of bounds. It'll be Canton basketball. 4:28 remaining. That ball was tipped. I thought it was tipped, but it was not. I thought Allensworth got a hand on it. They're saying she didn't. So it's Bomber basketball underneath their own basket with 4:28 remaining. And there they are switching it back. I thought that Allensworth got a hand on it. I really did, but we'll wait and see. I want to say hi to Dante Drake watching from Charleston. Hey, Dante. Hey, Dante, we're going to have a bunch of sectional boys basketball and boys regionals. We got 2 girls sectionals next week, so you want to stay tuned here to TSSR Game Time Live, because we're going to have a bunch of great basketball down the stretch here, folks. So just hang with us and watch and enjoy the original March Madness that is Illinois high school basketball. Emmerich slips / got tripped and loses the basketball. Dennis comes up with it. 4:20 to go. Down in the corner. Baseline jumper off, no good for Grace Spencer, who's in the ball game, the sophomore, and replacing Goforth, who left with 2 fouls. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball. 4:13 to go. Robinson, Stortson trying another 3. It's dead on, but just a little short. And it's going to be a rebound, outletted in a hurry. Dennis down the court. She's going to be down there by Creasy, and that should have been a block. That probably should have been a block. No foul call. Shots missed. 3:45 to go in the first quarter. And ball goes off of Allensworth, out of bounds. It'll be Canton basketball. 3:38 remaining first quarter. Winger with it on the inbound. Clock running, quarter number 1. Dennis behind the back. Stripped away by Allensworth. On the floor it goes. Bouncing around. It's still down there. And finally going to end up in the hands of Haley Emmerich. We're still tied at 8. Out to Stortson, 3, left wing. Short again. Looking down to Spencer. Her shot's up and in. Grace Spencer gets her first 2, and it's 10-8. We've been tied at 2, 5, and 8. And a foul. Nope, we're going to call a travel on Kylie Robinson. Baseball pass down to Wheeler, across to Spencer, and she's going to get, thought she was going to get 2 more. She missed it. Stortzum's going to pick up the foul. It'll be Kate Stortzum's first, Bombers' second foul. Both teams have 2 fouls now. 2:45 to go in quarter number 1. Grace Spencer, listed as a 5'11" sophomore forward at the free throw line. She rattles the first one home. She's got 3 points. Second one good as well. First 2 possession lead of the game. If you're BJ Stone listening, he'd say this is a 1 possession game because a 3 and a free throw, which we have seen about 2 or 3 of those in the last week or so, so they are not impossible. Here's an Allensworth shot off, no good. Yeah, some of the fans from Canton sitting behind us were saying the scoreboard was wrong. In actuality, it is not here at home because the Canton is the home team tonight. So they are home on the scoreboard. 3, good for Ava Winger. That's her 6th point, second 3, and it's 15-8. Canton with a lead, 1:55 to go. Robinson with it. Her pass bounced around off a couple Canton hands. Creasy for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound to Allison Wheeler. 1:37 to go. Stolen away, picked up by Robinson. 1:30 remaining. 90 seconds left here in quarter number 1. $1:15 remaining. Allensworth gives it to Stortzum, who drives. Tries to come back up, gets it to Emmerich, who chases it down before it goes over and back. Very good defense for Canton. Knocked out of bounds in the passing lane was Dennis. Got a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. Possession will stay with the Bombers. 1:03 remaining in the first quarter. Robinson for 3. It's off, no good. Spencer's going to track down the rebound. With under a minute to go, Canton looking to build on a 7-point lead. It was tied 8-8 at our last check. And Spencer is going to go in with the left hand. Grace Spencer off the bench has 6 points. And the Bombers trail now 17-8. Robinson has it swiped away by Demler. Now Stortzum swipes it away again, and Stortzum is going to get her 5th point. Bombers cut the lead to 17-10. 15 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Wheeler with it. 6-foot junior gives it off to Spencer. 5 seconds left. Stolen away by Robinson on the pass from the 10-foot line. It's off, no good, and that's how the quarter will end. The Bombers trail the Little Giants 17-10 here at the end of 1. We'll take a break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH right after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
Welcome back to Macomb High School's Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling is bringing Bomber Sports once again to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett, Tegan Perry on the computer tonight. Dylan on the camera up top. It's 17-10 at the end of quarter number 1. The Bombers had it tied with the Little Giants. At 8-8, it was tied at 2, tied at 5, tied at 8, but then the Little Giants went on a 9-0 run before the Bombers were able to get a bucket. The last bucket of the first quarter. The Bombers will start with the basketball to start quarter number 2. Robinson with it. She goes right side to Creasy. She backs out. Madeline McClure in the game. Down low goes to McClure. Corner. Stortzum puts up the jumper. It's long. Rebound into the hands of Ella Dimmler. Now it's going to be swiped away by Creasy and Allensworth as Bombers go bigger with McClure and Allensworth both on the floor. So it's Creasy, Stortzum, Robinson, the guards. Allensworth and McClure, the forwards for the Bombers. On the floor currently for the Canton Little Giants, going to be Ella Dimmler, number 11. Number 2 is Brooklyn Dennis, still out there. Number 23, Allison Wheeler. Number 1 is Ava Winger. And number 21, Grace Spencer. Winger and Spencer each have 6 points. 3 on the way by Ava Winger again. She's got 9 points, all off of the 3, and it's 20-10. The Little Giants lead by 10 for the first time. Stortzum with it. Canton is shooting lights out from behind the arc currently. Not sure that they've missed a three-pointer in all honesty. Don't keep track of misses, but they've got 4 threes. Keep track of missed free throws. I do not keep track of missed threes. 6:17 remaining. Bombers taking a lot of time off the clock during this possession. Little cut without the basketball for McClure. She saves it into Allensworth, who skips it up top to Robinson. Now to Allensworth. Still in a man-to-man is Canton. McClure, right side. Stortzum. Robinson's going to drive. She puts the shot up and is going to force it in. Kylie Robinson's got 5 points. And it's an 8-point game, 20-12. 5:46 to go. Stortzum, another steal, getting in the passing lane. Has it knocked away, gets it back, shot up and in. Stortzum has 7. It's a 6-point game, 20-14. Shot up is good for Dimmler. Ella Dimmler gets her first 2 points, I should say. And with 5:20 to go, it's 22-14. Creasy to Robinson. Allensworth. Robinson's going to drive again, and I think they may call her for a charge. Yep, they are. That's Robinson's first foul. Team's first of the quarter. Jeannie Kane, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you watching. Winger's going to try another one. That one's off. It's the first one she's missed. Winger went down behind the play. I'm not sure what happened there, but Ava Winger is moving gingerly. Looks like maybe something with her lower right leg. That shot by Robinson's off, no good. End of the quarter, Stortzum. Allensworth around the horn. It goes to Creasy. Creasy for 3. A sports corner 3 for Drew Creasy. And it's a 5-point game with 4:24 to go. Winger still does not look comfortable on that ankle. Another 3. That's Ella Dimmler. A Three-pointer for her.
Fulton outcharged to Macomb.
And the Bombers are going to take a timeout. We'll stay here for this timeout. This game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling since 1960. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has been providing the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soup, salad, sandwiches, homemade desserts, and Blue Bunny ice cream. They also have a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast is served all day, and they have free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com or call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. And we're back underway here after the Bomber timeout. It's 25-17 after the three by Ella Dimmler. All 5 of her points have come in this quarter. Under 4 minutes to go as we're halfway through. Stortzum leaves a runner long. And a rebound back the other way as the tallest player on the floor, Allison Wheeler, brings it up for the Little Giants. Spencer Goforth is back in the game with 2 fouls, number 13. Now Drew Creasy, a 3-on-1 break, goes across. Layup good for Stortzum. Stortzum's got 9, and it's back to a 6-point game. 3:30, make it 3:27 to go. Dimmler skips it across Winger. Up top it goes to Goforth. She wants another 3, and she'll get it. Jenna Goforth, her second three-pointer. Six three-pointers already for Canton. Nice feed inside, and Madeline McClure is going to get a bucket for the Bombers. It's a 7-point game. The Bombers have been trading 2s for 3s, and the lead that was 5 is now at 7. Long on the baseline jumper for Wheeler. Near side on the dribble is Robinson. 2:41 remaining in the first half. Robinson to Creasy, now Allensworth. Right side, Stortzum. She's still looking for somewhere to go with it. Finally comes back up to Allensworth. Down low to Allensworth. McClure with it. Skips it out. Stortzum has a hard time gathering it up. She does get it, though. 2:15 remaining. As the Bombers taking as much time as they need, now they back it out and reset the offense. Robinson's going to get a pick. Oh, she picked up the dribble away. Not a good spot to pick up the dribble in that play, I don't believe. McClure's going to come down with it, give it back to Robinson. 1:54. Creasy with it. She goes to McClure on a little pick and roll. She goes in, shots up, off no good, gets her own rebound. Off no good, but a foul's going to be called. And that might be, nope, it's going to be on Ella Dimmler, I believe. It is on Dimmler. It'll be her first. Team's first of the quarter with 1:45 to go. Madeline McClure shooting a couple free throws here. The Bombers trailing by 7, 28-21. First one is good. McClure has 3 points. Jordan Hines and Sophie Wilson checking in for the Bombers. Kate Stortzum and Drew Creasy checks out, as does Kennedy Allensworth. So Haley Emmerich back in as well. Free throw by McClure, in and out and in. She gets them both. Back to a 5-point game. 28-23, 1:40 to go. Nearly a steal, and it's going to be thrown away, out of bounds. Possession to the Bombers. A chance to make it a one-possession game here with 1:38 to go. Canton led by as many as 10 early in this quarter. Wilson to Hines. Hines traveled. Yeah, she did travel. She hop, skipped, and jumped And you might get away with a hop and a skip or a skip and a jump, but you're not going to get away with a hop and a skip and a jump, and that's what she kind of did there. So 1:25 to go. Down it comes into the ball game. Number 15 is Macalyn Correa. Go for it's going to drive baseline. Hines just flat pushed her out of bounds. Now a steal by Robinson, and no foul called as Winger and Robinson kind of made some contact right in front of the Bombers student section, and they about lost their mind over there as all those guys in the front row are not happy with the no call on that one. 1:08 remaining as the Bombers in a 2-3 zone here. Winger into Wheeler. Wheeler's going to skip it down in the corner to Correa. A traveling violation called on Correa. .54 seconds remain. And the fundamentals chant being made, which oddly enough follows one travel from Canton that was previously done. Oh, and then a nice give and go, but Hines with the rebound as McClure couldn't finish. She's going to put the left-handed shot up and in. Jordan Hines off the bench has two, and the lead is 3 with 30 seconds remaining. Winger's going to try to answer with a 3, and she will. She's got 12 points, unofficially 4 of 5 from three-point range for Ava Winger, and it's back to a 6-point game, 31-25. And the Bombers student section is waving the fence, trying to cool Winger off. It's going to be off of Robinson, out of bounds. Possession to the Little Giants with 4.3 seconds remaining. Go forth for 3. Banks it high off the glass, no good. And that's how the first half of play will come to an end. The Bombers trail the Little Giants 31-25. We'll take a break here from the hangar at Macomb High School. It's the semifinal round of the IHSA Class 2A Regionals. Brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And we'll take a break and have a word from our title sponsor, McDonough District Hospital. We'll be back with some stats in about 8 minutes.
Welcome once again, as we're happy to bring to you another member of the staff at MDH. And today we have Bill Murdoch, the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of MDH. You know, I've talked to some people up the food chain a little bit, but you're getting ways up there for me to be talking to here.
Right.
But you're just another guy.
I am.
And we were joking off camera. We'll get to that a little bit maybe as we go along here. But
Sure.
tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you married? You have kids?
Yep. Married. My wife's from Macomb. We have 4 children. My wife's a Bomber and a Leatherneck. I'm a Leatherneck as well. That's it. I grew up outside of Galesburg on a farm, and we still have a place up there. Go back there every day and enjoy the great outdoors up there. I've been in healthcare for over 30 years now. Enjoy it very much, and really look forward to the challenges that healthcare provides for us.
Now, if I remember reading through your stuff correctly, you're from Oneida, which is up by Galesburg,
Do you
right?
know where that is?
I do. I know where it's part of Rova.
It is.
It's part of. We're sports people here,
Yeah.
Bill. We have to know who
I graduated
Oneida
from
is.
Rova.
Did you? So it was Rova even that far back.
Well,
Not that
there
you're
was-
old.
there
That
was-
isn't what I meant there.
There
Bill.
was one. There was an additional town added after I graduated, but it's always been pronounced as Rova.
So what was the town that was added?
Watauga,
Watauga was
which
added.
is where I live now.
So you live in Watauga.
Right.
You graduated from Rova.
Correct.
But Watauga wasn't part of Rova when you graduated from Rova.
That's right. Because
That's like a twisting, turning road right there.
Oh yeah, it's a complex matter here. But no, after I graduated high school, went to college and all that, and then as I advanced my career, we stayed in the Midwest and finally ended up after we started having kids in the Rova, Oneida area to raise our children, and just stayed there the whole time since then.
How, there's a lot of professions at any hospital that have a lot of that very important, and they the integral workings of the hospital. Everybody thinks physicians, nurses, providers.
Right.
But you have a lot of pressure on you on a daily basis when you're talking about the chief financial officer. So how do you find yourself into that profession? I mean, I think I'd rather be the doctor or the nurse than the chief financial officer.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. When I graduated from Western, I was recruited at that time by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, and we were doing what hospitals have to prepare a Medicare cost report, and I was auditing them. So that's how I got my step into the healthcare career. And then after that, I went to work for a consulting firm that prepared the cost reports for the hospitals and all that. And then after that, I got into the actual inner workings of the hospital, started out as a controller, then worked up to CFOs and larger organizations, and that's kind of my niche, and that's where I've stayed my whole career.
Now, you mentioned larger organizations. Lindsay Douglas, we talked to her. She's in recruitment for you guys for physicians and providers. And this is not, as far as hospitals go, a larger,
right.
It's not a huge hospital.
Right.
So what does that do for you on a daily basis as you're trying to balance a budget or make a budget that works or help with the finances of that doesn't have maybe the bottomless pockets that some people think of when you think of a huge hospital or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I think that, you've been in one hospital, They're all different. They all have their sets of challenges and struggles and all that. What is very exciting for me is we're nimble, we can make quick changes, and I feel like I can make that impact in the organization, those quick impacts to get the hospital on the right track and keep it going and be viable.
Yeah, and funding in this day and age is a key in getting payments. But I'm sure you guys still look at trying to get donations and stuff, correct? Is that involved in anything you do, or do you have to consider any of that when you're trying to make your business positions?
It's a small piece of it, a little bit of it. Our biggest challenge is to get reimbursed from the insurance payers, because there's a lot of noise out there right now where insurance payers are denying not everything, but most things that we try to get reimbursed for. And if we don't get what we're entitled to, then it's a struggle to make payrolls.
Right.
Struggle to pay our vendors. It's really tough to keep the hospital going, make the capital improvements that we're doing on the campus right now.
And you're doing a bunch of those right now. I mean,
we are.
Yep. You guys are improving. It seems like monthly, daily, whatever, you're making improvements here in the last 10 years or so.
There's a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus right now with the retail pharmacy, or community pharmacy is what we're calling it now, because it is the community of McDonough County's pharmacy. And we're trying to prepare this organization for future generations so we can keep this hospital in the community for the people of the community.
Okay, so you work and think numbers all week.
Pretty much.
What do you think on the weekends? Now, I think I read somewhere there's some hunting and fishing involved in what you enjoy doing.
Right, yes. I like I mentioned, I grew up on a farm. We still have a farm. We still live on a farm. So I enjoy just about anything outdoors. That would be fishing, hunting, camping, spending time on the farm, just fixing things or doing whatever. That's how I decompress and recharge to do the job that I do today.
Okay. Now, I said I only had two questions. I got one more. We're about at time. But now, you're a hunter.
Yes.
And you're older like me.
Okay.
So I remember when I was a kid and everybody was deer hunting, if you got a deer, you were lucky.
Right. Right.
Do you deer hunt?
I do.
And how much easier is it on your farm to get a deer now than it was when you were a kid?
Yeah, I'm really blessed because there are a lot more deer today than there was years ago when I started hunting. I do, but I enjoy deer hunting. But I also, every deer I've gotten the last 2 years, I've donated to the food pantry and let them repurpose it. Our sons also hunt with me as well. You eat a lot of that deer meat, but anything I get, it goes right to the food pantry, and I donate it back to the community.
Well, it's MDH is all about community. It's been about community, and you even go home and make it about community. So that makes you a good guy, right?
Right. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the comment.
Well, that'll do it for this halftime interview. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with the second half right after this.
And welcome back to Macomb High School as we get ready for the second half of action. 31-25 at the half. The Macomb Bombers trail the Canton Little Giants. Canton Little Giants, the number 2 seed in the sectional complex. We have 2 minutes on the clock, which means we'll probably actually use about 45 seconds of that. We'll get it ready to go for the third quarter here as we look at some scoring through the first half. A game-high 12 points for Ava Winger. 4 3-pointers. My last check, she's 4 of 5 from three-point range. Ella Dimmler has 5 points. And she's got a 3-pointer as well. Jenna Goforth has 6 points. She's got 2 3-pointers. That is 7 3-pointers by my count, and that's what Dante Drake told us as well. 7 trays for the Little Giants. Kind of crazy. I want to say hi to Joy Baker, who's watching, says good luck, Bombers. And Dante, I think you'll see maybe as we get into sectionals and regional competition for boys, people, if they're at other games and watching our game, they'll put some updates in the live chat. If you go to some regionals next week and we're on with you or you're watching us at the same time, don't hesitate to put the updates in the live chat. We'd love to see them. Once again, folks, if you haven't shared the stream, share it. Looks like it's going to be a good one here. As Justice Keene is right down here in front of us. He's all kinds of worked up and walking back and forth. Third quarter underway, and it's going to be Canton basketball. Second half action, Illinois High School Association Class 2A regional semifinal from Macomb High School. Warner Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing Bomber Sports. 3 on the way, off no good. Ball tipped around. Going to go down to the hands of Kennedy Allensworth, and Haley Emmerich will bring it up the floor for the Bombers. Bombers could really use the Little Giants to not shoot so well. The Little Giants, I believe, maybe missed 1 or 2 threes in the whole first half. As Robinson tracks it down after Winger knocked it away from Emmerich on the pass attempt. And now a double dribble is going to be called on Kylie Robinson. And out of bounds it goes, so the Bombers unable to take advantage of a no score on the first possession. So both teams draw goose eggs the first time they touch the basketball in the second half. Here's Dennis with it. As the Bombers go forth, down low Wheeler. Wheeler baseline jumper from about 15 off, no good. Robinson grabs it, pushes it back the other way for the Bombers. 7:05 remaining in the third quarter. She's going to go around. She might have had a look at the basket, but didn't take it. Stortsom with it now. Creasy. Robinson to Emmerich. 6:51 remaining. Skipped across. Creasy looks at the three, doesn't take it. Goforth was closing, and then she ends up getting the tip on the pass anyway. Now Creasy with it down the corner. Stortsom, 3 off, no good. Rebound to Ava Winger, and Dennis of the Brooklyn variety going to bring it up the floor. She goes to Goforth, and Goforth line shots one to Allison Wheeler, but it was a little too tall and a little too hard. And the turnover for the Little Giants. Neither team has scored here in quarter number 3. It was 31-25 at the end of the first half, and that's where we sit right now with 6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Emmerich's going to drive. She puts the runner up off no good. Gets her own rebound and back up and in. Haley Emmerich gets her first 2 points. The Bombers cut the lead to 4. And the Bomber pressure causing some trouble for the Canton Little Giants as Goforth heaves another one cross court and out of bounds. 6:06 remaining. And the Bombers could cut it to 2 or 1 with a traditional basket here. They could, if they somehow came up with a 4-point play, but no. Creasy hesitates and drives to the basket. Drew Creasy gets her 5th point. And the Bombers have cut the lead to 2. 31 now, a steal by Robinson. She goes across to Creasy. Creasy leaves the layup short, though, hit the rim before the backboard, and a turnover. For all intents and purposes, now Emmerich nearly gets a turnover back. 5:35 remaining. Still a 2-point lead for Canton. Up top, Dennis. Now to Winger. Back to Dennis. Goforth, wide open right wing. She hit a couple in the first half. Can't get one to fall there. That one's going to go out of bounds as Allensworth blocked out any Canton players trying to get to it, and it'll be Bomber basketball with a chance to tie or take a lead. It has not been tied since 8-8 in the first quarter. Robinson walks it up the floor. Robinson's going to drive, kicks it out to Emmerich. Emmerich's pass knocked out of bounds by Winger. It'll stay with the Bombers. 5:07 to go in the third quarter. Bombers going to inbound it to the backcourt. Reset the play. Goforth has 2 fouls. She came out and really pressured Robinson. And Robinson's going to throw it off of Goforth out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers. 4:55 to go as the Little Giants now start to pressure a little bit more, and they extend out and look to double team. Even though they're in a man, they are looking to double team out of the man. Now they're back into, looks like a straight up man now. Robinson with it, goes up to Emmerich, over to Stortzum. Kicks it across Robinson, 3, short. Everything the Bombers have put up tonight seems to be floating just a little short. And again, they missed the opportunity to tie or take a lead. Wheeler with it. Goforth, Dennis. Working it around in a hurry. Not a lot of dribbling. Quick passes. Winger for 3. Off, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Allensworth, given off to Robinson. And for the third time, the Bombers have a chance to tie or take a lead. And then Robinson a little careless with that pass as Dennis got into passing lane and knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Bomber basketball with 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Little Giants defense after giving up a few baskets early in this one. Robinson going to try and give the Bombers a lead, and it's off left. Goforth with the rebound. I was going to say the Little Giants defense is kind of settled down things a little bit. They gave up a couple quick baskets to make it a 2-point game, but they have settled down now. They have yet to score in this quarter yet, though. We're going to try there. A 3 by Goforth, off, no good. Rebound by Winger. Winger throws it up, off glass, no good. Wheeler with the rebound. She's going to kick it out to Goforth. Right side, Winger. Winger drive, baseline. Jumper, no good. Now it's going to go off of Dennis, out of bounds. It'll go to the Bombers. The Canton Little Giants have not scored here in quarter number 3, and the Bombers have just scored 4 points themselves. They have not really been able to take advantage of this slow offense from the Little Giants. Creasy is going to kick it across Emmerich, down the corner. Robinson 3, it looks good, it is good. A sports corner 3 for Kylie Robinson as she's got 8. And the ball knocked out of bounds by the Bombers. Madeline McClure checks in. Stortzum checks out. Timeout on the floor. Charge to the Little Giants. 32-31 the score. This game being brought to you tonight by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. They have great wings on Wednesday night, $1 wings, steaks on Thursday, excuse me. So make sure you stop in and see them. Also, bringing you tonight's contest, Pond Plus. Pond Plus is proud to have served the Macomb and surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pond Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Erico and Taco Bell. So the timeout by the Little Giants. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining. 3:06 to go here in the third quarter. The Bombers lead by 1, 32-31. After the timeout, it'll be Little Giants basketball. Goforth with it. During the halftime, I actually went and talked to Jake Croxton. Ooh, that looked like a travel. about the fact that it's hard to believe that as well as the Little Giants were shooting, that the Bombers were only down by 6 points. There's Dimmler into Wheeler, and Wheeler gets the bucket. First basket of the quarter at the 2:38 mark. Wheeler's got 4. Emmerich's going to drive, kicks it, tries to kick it across. It's tipped by Wheeler, out of bounds, 2:30 to go. Another lead change as the Little Giants take the lead back, 33-32. Creasy gets it into McClure. McClure puts the shot up and in. Madeline McClure has 6 points. And the Bombers retake the lead, 34-33. Goforth with it. Dennis, who has not shown a willingness to shoot. Wheeler does, though, and off from the free throw line, misses the jumper. 2:03 to go, and the Bombers, who have only led twice by 1 point now, are looking to build on the lead. Robinson, fadeaway jumper off, no good. Ball tipped around, right in the hands of McClure, and she's going to get 2 free throws. Foul is on number 2, Brooklyn Dennis. Her first, team's first of the quarter. That's actually the first of the quarter on either team with 1:52 to go here in quarter number 3. It's 34-33. Bombers with the lead. McClure at the free throw line. She is 2 for 2 from the charity stripe so far. She's going to leave that one a little short and rolls off back iron, no good. Jordan Hines checks in for the Bombers. Grace Spencer in for the Little Giants. Dennis goes out for the Little Giants. Emmerich goes out for the Bombers. McClure's second one is off, no good. She's 2 for 4 on the night. Bombers still lead by just 1. It's been 3 ties, 2 lead changes. Wheeler wants a triple from the top of the key, can't get it to fall. Hines with the rebound for the Bombers. 1:35 to go, and the Little Giants, who were, I believe, 7 of 8 or 7 of 9 from three-point range in the first half, cannot buy a 3 here in the second half. Robinson, the little runner, leaves it short. Rebound by McClure. Madeline McClure gets her 8th point, and the Bombers lead by 3, their largest lead of the game, 36-33. 1:13 to go. Dimmler with it, left side to Winger. Bombers in the zone, has pressured. Now Winger's going to try to answer. She cannot. Robinson with the rebound. 1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining. Bombers with the lead by 3 here in quarter number 3. Bombers have their largest lead of the game. McClure puts the shot up. She's fouled again. Yeah, Dante Drake, the Bombers are definitely taking the momentum right now. Dimmler is going to pick up the foul, her second, team's second. I want to say hi to Paul Wilson, says go Bombers, watching from Champaign. It is a good game so far, and McClure hits the free throw. She's got 9 to lead the Bombers, or with Stortzum at 9 as well. The Bombers lead by 4, 37-33, 49.9 seconds left. She misses that one. And a rebound goes to the Little Giants. So after 6 free throws, McClure is 50%, 3 of 3. The Bombers are 3 of 6, Bombers are 4 of 7. There's a block by Creasy as Dimmler tried to take the shot from the right elbow. 30 seconds remaining. Creasy walks the ball up the floor for the Bombers. Jordan Hines with it. She's going to try and drive. Kicks it out to Creasy. Pump fake, step back, 3, good! A Sports Corner 3 for Drew Creasy. Her second Sports Corner 3 of the game, and the Bombers lead by 7. 8 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Wheeler with the basketball, right side to Winger. Big possession, long 3 is good for Allison Wheeler, and that is a huge, huge 3 for the Little Giants. They score just 5 points in quarter number 3, but they find themselves down by just 4 as we get ready to go to quarter number 4. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the final 8 minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back to Macomb High School IHSA Class 2A regional semifinal. The Bombers and the Little Giants doing battle here. The Little Giants, the top seed in the sectional the regional, I should say, as the Little Giants, though, trail 40-6 or 40-36 here as the Bombers lead by 4. We've had 3 ties, 3 lead changes in this one. It was tied at 2, 5, and 8. And then the Bombers took a lead at 32-31. It was 33-32, then 34-31. And the Bombers have led since. A huge 3, though, at the end of the third quarter for Allison Wheeler and the Little Giants to keep them from just having 2 points. And then Allensworth gets a great look on a pass from Robinson. And Allensworth is up to 4 points. Bombers lead back to 6. Winger with it right side. Ball tipped away again. The Bombers just getting in all kinds of passing lanes now. Dimmler. Wheeler's going to drive. Pull up baseline jumper off. No good. Ball tipped around. It's going to be Creasy coming down with it. She pushes it back the other way. She hesitates. Tries to drive. Dumps it off to Hines. Hines is going to fake and drop it to Robinson with 7:05 to go in the basketball game. The Bombers have the basketball and a 6-point lead. McClure could have got called with a moving pick right there. No call, though. Creasy's going to drive baseline. Kicks it across to Jordan Hines. Up top to Allensworth, who loses it. Gets it to Robinson now. 6:50 to go. That pick up top just moments ago by Madeline McClure was not the prettiest of picks. A lot of movement in it. It looked like a little bit of holding with her leg. No foul call, though. Bombers got away with one there. 42-36. There's McClure with another pick. Robinson picks up her dribble, gives it to Creasy. Back to Robinson. Looking over Dimmler, can't get it. Oh, what a hesitation. They're calling. I thought they were going to call her for a carry, but they're going to call, Coach Kane is going to call a 30-second timeout. It's the Bombers' second timeout. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining. It's going to come down to the wire. You're absolutely right. Craig Schaefer says, go Bombers, finish strong. Dante, this has been a good one. We've been pretty lucky here towards the end of the year. We've had some really good basketball. I want to thank this game being brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief. They have 2 editions a week now. They can be mailed directly to your home. They also have their midweek news brief you can pick up for free at select locations, and both are available in locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandonsville, and, of course, Macomb. 6:24 to go in the basketball game. It's 42-36. Bombers with the basketball and the lead to inbound. Into McClure. McClure's blocked by Wheeler. Jump ball or foul? Jump ball. Possession to Canton. There's a whole lot of contact on that jump ball call, but doesn't really hurt the Little Giants other than they lose the possession arrow. At least they didn't lose the possession with the jump ball. Man, Jordan Hines is really good at the point of this press. We saw that the other nights against Knoxville. Wheeler drives, dumps it off to Goforth. Dennis back in the ball game. It's the starters on the floor. Winger's going to try to respond with a 3. She can't. Robinson with the rebound, and she outlets herself down the far side. 5:55 remaining. A little hesitation dribble. Step back 3. No good. It looked good. It rattled out. Hines got away with another one there, it looked like. Dimmler's going to push it down. Stortsom knocks it out from behind. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Little Giants. 5:45 remaining in the basketball game. 42-36 is still the score. Little Giant 15. Thanks for hopping in the live chat. We'd love to see that. Good to see a Little Giant fan in here watching this thing. It's going to be Dennis is going to say, you can't guard me. If you're not going to guard me, I'm going to shoot. And she almost made him pay, but it fell off the right side of the rim. 5:25 to go in the basketball game. The number 2 seed in the subsectional, the Little Giants, they're going to call, who is that down there, Creasy? It is Drew Creasy. He's going to pick up the foul. It'll be her second. Team's first of the quarter with 5:18 to go. There's only a couple fouls called in the whole third quarter. There's not been very many fouls called in this game at all. 5:13 remaining. Robinson left her spotted. They could add a trap over there on the far side. And now a timeout's going to be called by Canton. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. And we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And welcome back to Macomb High School as the Little Giants take the 15-second timeout. Gary Winthrop. Yeah, keep the ball away from certain players. That's not a bad idea, especially number 1 on Macomb. She is the star on the Bombers team. There's no doubt about that. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bring you Bombers Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be here Thursday night for the championship. Doesn't matter who wins. We'll got it covered for you on Thursday here from Macomb High School. It is a 7 p.m. start on Thursday. 4:50 remaining. It's still 42-36. There has not been much offense here in this second half. Dennis is going to drive. She gets all the way to the rack and gets the finish. Brooklyn Dennis gets her first bucket. It's a 4-point game, 42-38. And Dennis is going to pick up the foul. It'll be her second. Team's first of the quarter. 4:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Nobody's in any foul trouble. Goforth got the first 2 fouls of the game very early in the first quarter for the Little Giants, but she's not gotten anything since. In fact, Bombers have only been called for 4 fouls. McClure across to Emmerich, who can't hold on to the ball. Robinson for 3. It is off, no good. Wheeler with the rebound. If Emmerich could have caught that pass from McClure. Now Stortzum dribbles it on the baseline. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Little Giants. If Emmerich could have caught that cleanly, she had an easy look at the basket, but she just couldn't get a good grip on it. So the Bombers have only been called for 4 fouls. The Little Giants called for just 5. There's not been many fouls called in this game. You would imagine if it continues to be close as we reach the halfway point here. Dennis is going to go down in another basket. An easy look for Goforth that time. Goforth gets her first non-3-point basket. She's got 8. Emmerich is going to get it across half court just in the nick of time. Bombers' lead is down to 2. It's been 4-point run for the Little Giants. Actually a 7-point run. And now a block as Robinson went to the basket. Wheeler had to block. Goforth gets knocked down, and she gets up slowly behind the play and joins her teammates on the other end of the floor. 3:23 remaining, a chance to tie or take the lead here for the Little Giants. Down low they go to Wheeler. Wheeler spins, and they're going to call a foul on Emmerich, I do believe. Coming in and reaching from behind. Nope, they're going to call Jordan Hines. It's her first. Team's second of the quarter. Drew Creasy checks back in for Jordan Hines. 42-40 still the score. Little Giants with the basketball. A chance to tie or take the lead here. Into Wheeler, and why did she not put that right back up? Now she has it. Down the corner it goes. 3 on the way. Dimmler off, no good. A rebound picked up by Goforth. Now over to Dennis. Back to Dimmler. Looking down to Wheeler. Free throw line on the high post. Now a steal. No, it's on the floor. Now it is a steal. Stortsom, oh, what a crossover. It's a 3-on-2. It goes to Robinson. She's going to drive the baseline, puts the shot up and in. Kylie Robinson has a game-high 10 points for the Bombers, and it's 44-40. Bombers back to a 4-point lead, 2:38 to go. And fouls may start becoming a problem here for these two teams as Wheeler has her 9th point. 2:30 remaining, a turnover, and a tie ball game after the turnover. Goforth gets her 2nd straight bucket. She's got 10. Bomber charge timeouts, and we're tied at 44, the 4th tie of the game. So we've been tied at 2, 5, 8, and now 44. We had lead changes at 32, 33, and 34. And with nearly 2 minutes remaining here, it's tied at 44. So we've got some live chat going on. Craig Schaefer is the man. Go Bombers. Well, Gary, I'm not sure if you're talking about 10 or 1. Kylie Robinson's number 1. Drew Creasy is number 10 for the Bombers. They both do a pretty good job of handling the basketball generally. So we're tied at 44. The Bombers have 2 timeouts remaining. The Little Giants have 3 timeouts remaining. The Bombers have 2 fouls. The Little Giants have just 1. So either way, as we have 2:23 remaining, both teams are going to have to foul at least twice or 3 times before anybody even shoots a free throw here. So what's up, Alex? Thanks for joining us. As the Bombers have the basketball, and Drew Creasy will inbound here with 2:23 remaining as Haley Emmerich gets a little shoulder bump from Dennis. Stortsom going to kick it out to Creasy, right side to Robinson. Emmerich is in the lane, wanted it, didn't get it. 2:08 to go. Creasy, 3, no good. Rebound McClure. No, that's Allensworth. Are they going to call that on Canton or Macomb? They're going to call it on Allison Wheeler. Her first, team second. So both teams have 2 team fouls now. 2:02 to go. 4:44-44 is the score. The Bombers trying to get things inbounded here. It's going to come to Creasy. Creasy drives baseline, pull-up jumper, long. Rebound to Emmerich. No, it's going to be picked up by Stortsom. Stortsom has it knocked away by Wheeler, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bombers. 1:54 remaining. Robinson going to try and drive on Demler. Can't get the job done. Demler comes out to pressure. Breaks the distance, loses the ball, but gathers it back up. Down in the corner, Stortsom, 3. Good! A sports corner 3 for Kate Stortsom. And the Bombers lead by 3, 47-44. Skipped across, stolen away by Robinson. 1:28 remaining. Bombers have the basketball and a 3-point lead. Looking for the upset. The first one of the postseason. If the Bombers can hold on, the number 2 team in the subsectional complex, as a foul is going to be called. We'll see if they call it on Winger or Demler. They call it on Ella Demler, her second, or they call third, excuse me. It's the team's third. I forgot to mark the one she got down earlier in this quarter. Robinson just going to hold the basketball. They got to come foul some more. It's going to be thrown away onto the floor, picked up by Goforth. A big mistake for the Bombers. Demler down in the corner, up to Winger now. 1 minute remaining, a 3-point game. Wheeler nails a triple from college range, and we're tied at 47. She's got 12. Stortsom wants another 3, top of the key. It's off, no good. Creasy with the rebound, and it's going to be thrown away. Kennedy Allensworth couldn't come up with it. Canton's going to come up with the timeout. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining. Full timeout on the floor. Charge to the Little Giants. 2 timeouts remaining each. 47-47. Little Giants have 3 team fouls. Bombers have just 2. as we have 40 seconds left. We're tied at 47 now. The question is, do you come out and run some time and try to get down to where you're in one shot, call another timeout, and get the game winner? Or do you shoot early and try and get a rebound and give the Bombers a chance if you miss or make to have the basketball? We'll see what head coach Mary Beth Dura has to say as we're in the timeout. Both teams, again, will reset it for you. 2 timeouts apiece. Bombers 2 team fouls. 3 team fouls for the Little Giants. Tied at 47. It's Creasy, Stortzum, Emmerich, Allensworth, and Robinson on the floor for the Bombers. It's Demler, Dennis, Wheeler, Goforth, and Winger on the floor for the Little Giants. And Wheeler has been the big factor here. The junior, the 6-foot junior's had 2 threes in this half. She's the only Little Giant to hit a 3 in this half. And she has hit big ones. 1 at the end of the 3rd quarter and 1 to tie it at 47. 22 seconds remain. Goforth kicks it to Winger. Now to Demler. Demler pull-up jumper. It's off. No good. Ball tipped around. And Demler comes down with 13 seconds remaining. To Winger. Back to Wheeler. Over to Dennis. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Goforth. Nailed it, and a foul! Goforth hits the bucket. It's a 3 and a 4-point play opportunity. Goforth hits her 3rd triple. Kennedy Allensworth picks up the foul. Canton takes a timeout with 1.6 seconds remaining. We talked earlier, B.J. Stone likes to talk about the 4-point play. You don't see it very much, but this one could be absolutely huge. If she makes this free throw, no matter what, this game is over. If she doesn't, it's going to be really hard to catch a rebound and make a shot in 1.6 seconds. So that was an absolute huge 3-pointer for Jenna Goforth, as she has now a team-high 13. The Little Giants unofficially 3 players in double figures. Ava Winger has 12 points, all on 3-pointers. Allison Wheeler has 12 points. She has 3 3-pointers. And Jenna Goforth has 13 points. She has 3 3-pointers. And Wheeler hit one at the end of the 2nd quarter, or at the end of the 3rd quarter, and then tied it at 47. The Little Giants take the lead, a 5th lead change at 47 points, or at 50, excuse me. That's the end of it right there, folks. That pretty much ends the ball game. 14 for Jenna Goforth. Now, the only thing the Bombers can hope for here, folks, I mean, it's not impossible. It's a 4-point game. We just saw a 4-point play. I'm going to guess if you're Canton and Coach Dura, you're going to say just let them get the ball in. Don't get anywhere near them. Let them shoot the 3. If they get a good shot, let them have it, because the clock's going to run. And there's no way they're going to get the shot, get the ball, get the shot off, and get a timeout before 1.6 falls off the clock. That would be my guess. We'll see what Canton does here, but the last thing you want to do is somehow foul a Bomber shooting a 3 and a miracle go in, and the Bombers have a chance to tie it with a 4-point play of their own. The other thing that could happen is, because it's not shooting free throws yet, they have a foul to give. The Little Giants could technically foul instantly when the ball is inbounded to get 0.4 of a second or a half of a second or something like that off the clock, because they do have a foul to give. So there's a couple things to do. The one thing you don't want to do is foul on a shot. You're going to baseball pass it, and Robinson tried to lean into Winger to get the foul call, didn't get it, and that's the end of the game, 51-47. The Little Giants survive, and I say survive by the skin of their teeth, with a 4-point play with 1.6 seconds remaining to get the win, 51-47 over the Bombers. The leading scorers for the Bombers, 12 points for Kate Stortzum, 10 points for Kylie Robinson, 8 points for Drew Creasy, 9 points for Madeline McClure, 4 points for Kennedy Allensworth, 2 points for Haley Emmerich, and 2 points for Jordan Hines. For the Canton Little Giants, game high 14 points for Jenna Goforth. She had 3 3-pointers. 12 points for Ava Winger. She had 4 3-pointers. Allison Wheeler had 3 3-pointers. She had 12 points. 6 points for Grace Spencer off the bench in the first half. 5 points with a 3-pointer for Ella Dimmler, and 2 points for Brooklyn Dennis, which were very, very big 2 points. Or very, very big 2 points there in the fourth quarter for the Little Giants. So the Little Giants survive one more time. The final score, 51-47. Thanks, everybody, for watching this game stream. We'll end this one, and we will go back with the next game stream. It's going to be the Monmouth Roseville Titans and the Rock Ridge Rockets in the second semifinal. I don't know if it can live up to that. That one did, but we'll see. We'll be back in just a little bit. Make sure to join us in our next game stream. We'll see you later.